Thank you. And with that, let me go on to public comment. This is time and place for a public comment. If you wish to address us, please fill out one of these forms. If not, then what I'm going to do is close public comment and ask for speakers that have turned their forms in. So seeing no one else, let me call on Albert Castillo, followed by Connie Hamilton.
Good evening. I'd first like to start with an issue that started last City Council meeting. I'd like to say that we oppose any award to any Minuteman type of group that is considered by many to be a hate group. I am also here to say that it is very hypocritical of our mayor to walk out in protest at the last council meeting when a council member was giving an award to a Minuteman member. A mayor who endorsed Minuteman Lupe Moreno for school board here in our Santa Ana School District. What a disaster this mayor endorsement would have created in our school system had she won. Miguel Pulido appointed
Mr. Castillo, you can just refrain from personal attacks.
Lupe Moreno as a commissioner for many years and signed an award thanking her for her years of service. Here is a mayor who supported Proposition 187 and passed out literature supporting it.
Personal attacks. This is the second time I asked.
Only in an area of Santa Ana where he felt also supported the inhumane Proposition 187. This area where he now calls home. This attack on Councilmember, without saying his name, but the one to the left.
Mr. Castillo, I'm going to give you one third warning. Otherwise, I'm going to request that your mic be cut off. And I'm speaking now, even though our mayor's sitting here, because you're personally attacking him. We all know that you're supporting a contender that's running for mayorship that is not this mayor. So
this is not politics here. I'm talking about an issue that's important. 187 was supported by this mayor. So if you're stopping me from freedom of speech, you tell me now.
I am not stopping you from freedom of speech. I'm stopping you from personal attacks.
And by the way, you're not the mayor or the chairperson here.
I just explained to you why I'm handling this matter, because next thing you know, you're going to start attacking him, saying that he's self-interested and telling you to stop because he's self-interested.
Again, and you're wasting my time too.
Well, you're wasting out of hours with your personal attacks.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I have the freedom to speak here. And also, again, you're not the chairperson here. If the mayor wishes to say something, let him speak.
Why don't we take a vote from our colleagues on the dais whether, in fact, we want this speaker to stop speaking regarding personal attacks? Would that suffice? That's
I'm not going to accept that.
I have a motion on the floor to go ahead and have this particular speaker based on the personal attacks and not adhering to the quorum regarding this council meeting to go ahead and have the microphone unplugged.
I oppose that. I oppose this vote.
There's a second. Is there any opposition? Seeing none, the motion passes. Does anybody else want to speak on the item?
No, Madam Chair. I just, Mr. Castillo, you know, I know you've come up here, you've addressed us. I think the issue is here, nobody's trying to cut your, or limit your First Amendment right to speak. But if you're doing it in a way that's offensive, then that's something that's gonna downgrade our discussion completely. And
it's a fact. If it's offensive, it's because it's a fact.
But it's also, again, you're personally attacking somebody up here, and you have a right to go ahead.
I have the right to speak about good or bad issues, and you guys have said the same thing. If you have something good to say here or against something that's said to say here, go ahead and speak. And now you're telling me because you don't like what I'm saying, I can't speak?
No, it's not that. It's that a lot of what you're saying is not factual. So if you can,
that's your opinion.
Well, go ahead and I guess.
Well, either way, we're out of time, and
you wasted my time again.
Connie Hamilton.
Well, I'd like to continue what I was saying because your attack on this person.
Tom, could you go ahead and unplug this particular speaker, please?
Your attack on this person was uncalled for when you supported her as a commissioner.
Connie Hamilton, you're the next speaker, followed by Anna.
Under protest. I hope that's on the record.
Connie, you're on.
The one presentation was made, it disappeared. Then he railroaded his way back, manipulated staff members by lying, telling them he had support from his colleagues to put an item on the agenda when we don't have council presentations.
I want to make a correction. I did not.
You know what,
lie.
David? I could have interrupted you.
I did not
and
lie.
I didn't.
I did not lie.
You need to let Claudia Alvarez speak.
Well, when there's something
one at a time, we'll come
it
back.
needs to be corrected.
One at a time, we'll come back.
Okay, thank you, man.
Point of order, you guys are using names to
Please.
other names, and you didn't allow me to speak and say a person's
Please,
name.
please.
You say names, and I can't.
Please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor Pulido. Councilmember Benavides, I didn't interrupt your comments. I appreciate the courtesy.